race cars, real racetrack, real drivers, real pace truck. Heck, we even have real announcers too. MaxSpeedTV and LeithCars.com brings iRacing to your home on YouTube. Watch the next round of the Leith Direct 100 iRacing Series Tuesday night on a virtual Southern National Motorsports Park.
Here comes the 66 of Ethan Johnson.
Featuring drivers, spotters, and crew members from Southern National and Wake County Speedway, competing for a virtual Leith Direct 100 trophy. Watch live on MaxSpeed TV's YouTube channel and on Facebook at Leith Cars.
This tire is not good on this track. A car is just tight going in, loose off. Usually that black strip through the corners, that new pavement, has got some grip, but it doesn't. It's like driving on oil, and you got to be right in the bottom. So you got to get out of the gas early and get to the bottom and then ease back in the gas off. Had a lot of cars spinning coming off turn 4 and off turn 1 in practice. And and there's no turn 4 here. This is the racetrack. They left turn 4 completely out of the picture, but it's really slippery. These cars will draft pretty well. Got that big spoiler on the back of these K&N cars, and you can suck up to the guy pretty easily. I hear you loud and clear. Well, if you turn and try to avoid somebody, rapid movement of the steering wheel is detrimental to your safety.
All right, is it working now? There, now it's working. Wonder what the heck happened there. I'll have to check into that. Oh, that was weird why my mic's not working. Jeez, oh man. After all of that, and my mic wasn't working.
Had the
Wow.
gremlins in there.
I don't, well, it's just weird what something changed. I don't know what changed, but whatever. So anyhow, yeah, as I was saying, I ran down through the points there, but y'all didn't even hear me. But you get the gist of it. You've seen the graphics up on the screen, so you know what was going on. But well, thank you anyhow, Wayne, for letting us know what's going to happen out there tonight. The guys were saying it's going to be pretty tricky, and not, no pun intended there, being the tricky triangle. It's just going to be tricky for the drivers to complete a good lap here. So, well, I wish them all the best of luck.
The new tire model is just not good at this track, and then track temperatures, like you said, that I don't think you heard. It's 96 degrees. It's dropped another degree, but
Yep.
the groove tonight, folks, is right on the bottom. You've got to get out of the gas early, get down to that white line. You cannot get on the rumble strips in the tunnel turn, or it'll just push the car right up into the wall.
Oh boy.
So it's very, very slippery. And they got couple of guys in here who figured it out and turned some great laps. That Nick Mullinak's 57.323.
I
and
know.
then Phil Bedford 57.3, and then Christopher Heller 57.4, all the way down through about 18th 58.3, 59, 137 Kyle Hall. So we'll see, after qualifying, we'll get a little bit better idea. These are practice speeds, and once we see how they qualify, they're probably going to be a tenth or tenth and a half between the first and last in the field.
Do I dare what your practice lap was? Do I dare ask? Or don't
Yeah,
you
let
know?
me look.
All right, well, folks, we're going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be right back, so stay with us.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star fight you in vain. The name of the fray, we are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the brave, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
All right, we're back, folks. Qualifying's just getting started. Nobody's turned in a time yet. They got a pretty long qualifying time here, so. Well, Wayne, we were discussing there, Wesley and I were discussing about the next season. We'll be here covering next season, and they were talking about their all-star race, and he was talking something about doing heats at Talladega or something. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with how they do that, doing heats.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
got it set up now where you can do heat races,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Heat one, the winner sits on the pole. Heat two, outside. And if you have 4 heats, the winners of 3 and 4 are the second row.
Yep.
They do that on a lot of short tracks and sprint car racing and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, do you have 4 pole awards or just the one?
Oh no, I don't know how. No, it's just be heat races for lineup of the race.
Yeah, but if you have 2 heat races, you know, you got 1 row on the inside, 1 on the outside.
Yeah,
If you
but
have
it would be
more
the top.
than that, then it, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, Nick Mucinex sideways coming out of turn 3. Good Lord.
57 190. He was fastest in practice, and he's found something.
Oh yeah,
He's
he was
2/10 quicker than Jake right now.
he was dirt tracking it coming out of 3. Well, Christopher Heller was up there with him, but he still didn't. He didn't even beat Jake Miller's time. Wow. So, man, that's Nick Mucinex laid down a heck of a time. Oh well, Nicholas Wing's going around backwards. I don't think his time's going to be very good for qualifying.
He did that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, some guys they just like to start in the back, so they're goofing around during the qualifying. I would use it for practice time is what I'd use it for, but that's just me. I like how a lot of them have changed them to the Dodges, you know, and they've even got the taillights across the back. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, yeah. With trading paints now with Pro,
Yep.
you can put just about anything you want
Yep.
on the back of them.
Yeah, they got the tail lights across the back that look just exactly like the Dodge Charger tail light. That's pretty awesome. Where it, it goes all the way across the back from the top. Pretty awesome.
Who was it said they had a message on the spoiler for MaxSpeedTV?
Wesley and probably Brandon. I'm not sure. There's Wesley. Yeah, he's got a message. It's on the back of the car or something.
It says, "Thank you, Rudy."
There you go. Yeah.
MaxSpeedTV. Thank you, Rudy. Car number 59.
Awesome.
Wesley, thank you very much. Rudy is a fine man and well deserving of that tribute.
Well, Wayne, thank you. But you know what? I got to say this too. You are an awesome friend, and I'm telling you what, I am so thankful every day that I know you and am friends with you. I mean that.
Well, thank you, sir.
You're a very, very awesome person.
I just noticed Wesley downshifted into third.
Yeah, he
Going
did
into the corner. Yeah.
He did a little gear changing on it because he said if you didn't shift and left it in fourth, he said the thing was a dog coming out of the corner. If you went with I think it was a 325 gear. So he dropped it to the 315 gear, and now you got to downshift. You pretty much have to,
He did in all three corners. He downshifted to third.
Yep. And that's going to create more horsepower to the back wheels, and maybe that's why they're spinning it a little more. Did you downshift in the corners when you were going around?
No, I didn't. I just backed out early and got back in the gas. Yeah.
Okay.
But that explains why they were pulling me off the corner.
Yep. Yeah.
I'd catch them on, about halfway down, but they were getting off better than I was because they were in third gear.
Right. Yep. Makes sense. Well, so far, Nick Mucinex is holding on to that pole position. I don't know. Is he even in? Yeah, he's in here. Okay. We got quite a few guys in here tonight. That's good. I like it.
Boy, the tail end of the car really hangs out when he shifted back to down that third, and when it got the power down, the back of the car wanted to go around.
Yep. Yeah, and that's a bad thing too, because boy, you burn that right rear off quick, Oh, he just dumped it into the wall.
Yes, he did. He crumpled up Rudy.
Yep. Well, I'm not sure if everybody, let's see, we've only got 3 guys that did not take a qualifying time, Nicholas Martin, Nicholas Wing, and Patrick Hasty. So and it doesn't look like they're planning on going out there. Brandon Dennis, 13th position.
The 99 car's sitting at the end of pit road, but he hasn't made any effort to go out on the track.
Yeah, let me see. I wanted to get a driver up here. How about Samuel Hoff? Samuel, you got a copy?
What up?
Well, Samuel, what's the plan here tonight? You qualified inside the top 10, but are you pleased with that qualifying effort? I mean, gosh, you're 0.6 off the pace there.
Well, I'm about 0.4 faster than what I actually ran in practice, so I'm kind of happy with that. But my plan is really just to stay clean this race and try and avoid everyone trying to wreck each other, because I feel turn 2 is going to be a big incident on the first lap, especially.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, all right. I just wanted to see what your thoughts were, and if you're ready for tonight, Tricky Triangle, boy, it's gonna be important.
It's going to be a tough one tonight, but thank you for pulling me up here. Have a good night.
All right. What room were you in?
Under racing.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, looks like that's going to wrap up qualifying. Nobody else is on the track.
And that 57,190 is going to stand.
Man, I'm telling you, that's a heck of a lap right there. One heck of a lap. All right, Wayne, let's get them down here on the grid and we'll get them accounted for. All right, Nick Mucinek's taking the pole, the 57.190. Congratulations to Nick. Man, wow. He's going to be a voice to be reckoned with the rest of the season, I think. Phil Bedford, our points leader, starting on the outside of the front row, but he is a little over a tenth behind, so we'll see how that works out. Jake Miller starting third, Christopher Heller in fourth, Wesley Johnson starting fifth, Daniel Nanny starts sixth place, Justin Benda seventh, Jacob Manning eighth, Samuel Hoff ninth, and Brandon Markuski rounds out the top 10. Wayne?
11th, we have Michael Masamba starting with a 58.013. Then Spencer Doonesbury in 12th, Brandon Dennis 13th, Christopher McFarland 14th, Mark Benda in 15th, Matt Daniels in 16th, Kyle Hall 17th, and 18th, William Barbagiletta in 19th, Patrick Hasty 20th, Nicholas Wing and Nicholas Martin starting shotgun on the field in 21st.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Yeah, what a lap there by Nick Mucinek. And of course, he's behind that big pylon. We can't see him at the moment here, but we will in a minute once they get ready to roll out. Yeah, well, Nick, coming off that win last week. I mean, sorry you couldn't been here last week, man. That was an awesome race. It really was. A lot of strategies that happened out there, and it just, I mean, Nick was absolutely flawless on his pit stops. He had to be, because Wesley was there, Phil Bedford was there, and there was a couple other guys that were right there challenging him all the time. Not, I don't mean right close to him, but what I'm saying is Nick could not afford to make a mistake. If he made a mistake, they were going to be right up to him. But he wound up winning by, gosh, I think it was like 8.5 or 9 seconds last week at Watkins Glen.
Wow.
Now, Wesley had closed, okay, but, you know, he ran out of time.
Yeah, pit strategy is important there, and that track's hard to make up ground, though.
Yeah.
You got to do it in the pits, or if you have a caution, then you can get back up. But good thing is you can pit and not lose a lap.
That's true. That is true. What the heck? Oh. Alexa's talking to me. All right, Wayne, here we go, man. 50 laps these guys are doing. They got 3 green, white checkers and 1 reset. Just in case they need them, they got 1 reset.
And the field's kind of pretty spread out. Of course, they've got a couple of more going through the tunnel turn there. And pace speed is 75 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's booking.
Here at Pocono, yeah.
All right, let's see if they stack them up in turn 1. Let's hope not. Pace car's in.
Green, green, green.
And there's the green. Boy, that was a delay. Usually about the time the pace car goes in, man, they're already on it, you know. I think they did adjust that. If I remember, I read somewhere that they adjusted that timing where the used to be, boy, the pace car wouldn't even be completely off the track yet, and they were already going green, 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 you know. Ah,
Well,
look at
looks
this. Here goes Phil Bedford. Woo! He wants to lead a lap here and get that bonus point. It's going to be very important for him to try to get a bonus point here.
Everybody made it through turn 1.
Yep, boy, catches that curve though, upsets that car sideways. Mucinex comes back on the inside, retakes the lead. Bedford's not going to be able to lead the first lap.
Oh, reckon back in 6th, 7th, and 8th. Yellow's out.
Manning. Going back here, let me see if I can find him. Yeah, Jacob Manning going around. So let's go see what happened to Jacob. Wow, a little bit of blocking going on there. Looks like he got a little bit loose. He drops it down into the bottom there in the tunnel turn. And the car was really out of shape. And boy, he is really struggling. Oh, he gets turned by the number 45.
Yeah.
Daniel Nanny turning him. Boy. You know, I noticed last week Daniel was doing that quite a bit, turning people. These are not a car that you can actually bump, you know. They do not take pushing very, very lightly.
You think with that big spoiler that they got a lot of downforce, but this tire is so hard that it really not in the racetrack. It's pretty much on top of the racetrack.
Yep. So Daniel Nanny bringing out the caution there. Hooking Jacob Manning. Heck, we completed one lap, right?
Yeah, but the wreck was before they got to start finish.
Yeah, yeah. Just
on
before
lap
too.
1, we had a yellow flag.
Man. Well, got to get it out of the way, you know, and then everybody can start getting settled into a good green flag run. So only 50 laps here tonight, so providing they don't have a whole bunch of cautions, they should knock this out pretty quick.
Oh, several people faked going to pit road and then came back out. So, I'm sure one car will go in. He's got some damage to get fixed.
Michael Masamba, Brandon Dennis is on pit road. Nicholas Wing, Matt Daniels, Patrick Hasty, and Jacob Manning, of course, come in. So, yeah, about 6 of them come in. Get that checked out.
Well, if they go ahead and top off the tank, that'll give them 3 or 4 extra laps with, you know, when the first fuel runs over. But this is kind of like Atlanta. You're going to want tires a long time before you're going to want fuel.
Yeah. And they are only running 50% fuel here, too, so. You know, look at, 50% fuel, about 18 to 20 laps, they said. Wesley told me that's about what they were getting on a fuel run, 18 to 20 laps. So I'll have to do a couple pit stops here.
And Jacob Manning's also running our MaxSpeedTV with Thank You, Rudy on the back on the number 1 car.
Heck yeah. Yeah, let's go back and check it out here. There we go. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, well, it's on the hood, too. Thank you, Rudy, on the hood. So they got coming and going, buddy.
Heck yeah. There we go.
I told you I got a new phone the other day, and this pop-up came up. It says, watch MaxSpeedTV tonight at 7 o'clock on one of the race broadcasts you were doing. I'm going, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yep. Well, for a while there, I was trending on, well, not me, but MaxSpeedTV was trending on YouTube. And, but I don't know, you know, the thing you got to remember is a lot of the phones today, they're smartphones, and they learn what, you know, if it's a Google phone, it learns by your input. It learns by what you say. It's always listening to you, and it learns. So it knows that you like racing. That's probably where it picked it up.
Well, I've only had the phone about a week to 10 days and haven't gone on any internet sites. That's what kind of blew me away.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's what you say in it, you know.
Oh, okay.
That's what you say in the phone, or if it, like I said, it listens. You know, that's Google. You know, it listens to everything you say.
Yeah, it came up and told me I'd driven 59% around the world since January 1st.
Oh my gosh. Well, get them going here, Wayne.
Our pole sitter is still running in first, and they're coming through the turn. The pace car lights are out. And these tires have had one heat cycle, and they're probably going to be pretty slippery on this restart.
Yep. We'll watch for tire spin here.
Pace car's in.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Everybody's in the gas.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any wheel spin. They're going too fast. 75 mile an hour. They're going too fast for any wheel spin. If they were like maybe doing 60 or something on a pace lap and they hit the gas, yeah, they might get some wheel spin. Here goes Phil Bedford on the outside. Going to make that pass complete on the outside maybe. And it looks like he does.
Oh, what a run.
And they're going to go 3 wide for second. Wow, look at this. Wesley Johnson up here challenging Nick Mucinex. On the outside is Christopher Heller. Mucinex going backward. Oh, man, be careful there. Nanny almost got into the back of him. Good
He's on
Lord.
a mission.
Wow. Yeah, he's on a mission. Well, the more guys you take out, the less you got to battle, right? Kidding. Side by side, Wesley Johnson for second. Chasing down the points leader. Wesley closed a few points on Phil Bedford last week after Watkins Glen. And now he's on a mission here to try to maybe even gain some more points on him.
Oh, everybody gets right out on that wall going down that long front stretch.
Oh, yeah.
Down in turn 1, right back to the bottom. And they are downshifting to third.
Oh, we got another
yellow at
caution.
the back of the field, yep.
Michael Masamba. Let's go back and take a look here. What'd he do? He took it behind the wall. What? Why'd he do that? Huh. Hey, he just took it behind the wall. Oh man, he got into
Well, a car spun down going into the pits.
he got into Jacob Manning there big time. Rewind us back a little bit so we can see this. I know everybody's got their braking points going into the corners, but it looked like Michael Masamba went in there just a little bit too deep and got into the back of Jacob Manning really hard. And that's going to put both of them into the outside wall. And it looks like Michael Masamba has taken his car behind the wall for the day. That's very unfortunate. All right, back up live. So second caution already in 7 laps. That's not a good sign.
And the 88 spun coming off of pit road, Matt Daniels, and he wrecked right into pit road.
Huh. Wow.
He got loose coming off 4 and wrecked. Looks like he may have hit the end of the pit road barrier.
Oh, these guys are gonna have to be a little more careful out there. And all right, looks like the leaders are coming in here. I don't think they're gonna fake it out either. They're coming in. They want to top that tank off and
get some fresh Goodyears. Notice some of these guys spinning the rear tires really hard coming off pit road. I don't
Yeah.
know if you want to do that and heat those tires up in the head.
Yeah. I don't think that's a good idea at all.
You want all the grip you can get, and that's not going to make them grip better. Not on this hot track.
Well, looks like we had 4 of them stay out there. I think, Nick, we had 2 of them that actually drove through pit road. I'm not sure why they did that, but Brandon Barkowski and Nicholas Wing, they just drove through, no stop. Or, well, maybe they did. I don't know. I can't make that out. Or else they might have just took fuel. I don't know. I can't make it out. But anyhow, Christopher Heller did not come down pit road, so he stayed out. He gets a bonus point. We might see him duck in here, though. I don't think I'd want to be out there like that, you know, with older tires and everybody behind you's got new tires. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. Not at Pocono. I think it'd be pretty smart of him to come to pit road and at least change tires. He's not. Wow. Wow, that's guts. That's a gutsy move right there.
He's probably going to be having second thoughts when the green flag drops.
Well, knowing they can only get about 18 to 20 laps here. Well, I mean, we've had 2 cautions, so that's quite a few of the laps already have just been under caution. But he can probably go about it. Huh?
I think we had four green flag laps.
Yeah, he can probably go to about lap 22 or something, or maybe 23 before he will have to come in. So and get about another 13, 14 laps in before he will have to come to pit road for fuel. And I don't know. We'll see if this is a good call for Christopher Heller. Bedford going to be starting in 3rd place now. Justin Benda 4th. So some of the guys in the back have moved to the front here. So let's see how they take this here now.
Pole sitter's going to be starting in row 3 on the outside, 6th.
Yep. All right, here we go. Pace car heads in.
Green flag. Green
And there's the green. Boy, big jump there by Heller. Bedford already up to 2nd place here as he takes a pass on the inside of Matt Daniels. And here comes Nick Mucinex up under. He is on the bottom. And they were saying, boy, you almost got to ride the white line in the corners because if you get up too high, you lose a lot of speed. And that's exactly what we just seen happen to Matt Daniels, and Nick Mucinex goes into 3rd. Here comes Wesley Johnson again, knocking on the door. Whoa, man, that car was loose. And there goes Matt Daniels way up high again. He's trying to stay in that black stripe up there, but I don't think that's a big factor here anymore. That used to be a big factor.
Yeah, there was no grip when I was out there practicing. It
Yep.
was just very slippery in that new asphalt they put through the corner.
Right. Oh,
Used to be,
man,
man, there's
Samuel.
somebody in the wall or
Samuel
got close
Hoff.
up there.
Yeah, he.
Oh, wrecking, right
yep.
by
Yellow
Samuel.
flag is out.
Matt Daniels looks like. What the heck happened there? Him and William Barbagelata got together. I don't think either of them got any damage. It was just a spin off the track like that. But that does bring out another caution here.
27 and 88. Yeah. Oh, shoving him right in the door. Hello. Wow. And 2 teammates on the BAM team.
Gonna be some mad teammates there.
1 green car, 1 red car, and hello. Like they say, the drivers' meeting is going to be interesting after this race.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can get Nicholas Martin up here. Nicholas Martin, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, Nicholas, how's it going?
It's going all right. Sorry, I got a dog barking in the in the background.
Okay. You started 21st. You're up to 16th. Are you just biding your time right now till they get all these cautions figured out?
Yeah. Just didn't have much practice this week, so I decided to stay in the back, and there's only one place to go from there, and that's up. So.
Right. That's true. That is true. That's a good way to look at it. Well, so what's the plan then? Just to kind of ride it out till you get maybe down to about 10 to go or 15 to go and make your move?
Yeah, just more or less just, put my foot down, drive in a circle, and see where I end up at the end of the race. Not really, not really aiming for a certain position, just seeing where I end up. Right. And no matter what, I'll be happy. So.
Very good. All right. Well, what room were you in?
I was in Devil Dog Racing.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck out there then, Nicholas.
Yeah, thanks, and sorry for the dog.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Can't help what's
Rudy,
going on in the background.
Yeah, that's his crew chief.
Yeah.
Race control has changed the restarts to single file.
Ooh.
Which is going to make the line a lot longer, but cars should be able to get stretched out unless somebody's just real aggressive.
Right.
I guess race control said, all right, we've had enough cautions on restarts. Let's go run some green flag laps, boys.
Yeah, 3rd caution already.
And we're on lap 13, so we're going to single file restarts.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting. Hadn't seen this in a while, so.
Out of 13 laps, we've had 8 of them laps have been under caution. So that's a lot. Five green flag laps. Not very many. Well, looks like Jacob Manning took his car behind the wall. So that's 2 of them out. Nicholas Martin is on pit road. Okay, he's coming off pit road now, so he'll be starting at the back of the field then. But I'm still kind of curious as what Christopher Heller's plan is here, because he's probably only going to be able to go about maybe 10 or 12 laps, and he'll have to pit where everybody else can go much further than that.
That is true. Well, the single file restarts is going to help him.
Yeah.
The good news is he's leading. The bad news is Nick is going to start second.
Yeah. He's going to have to maybe get another start like he had the last time there. Really get a good jump on the start and get ahead of them guys. Get away from them. Might be a good idea.
Well, Christopher ran his fastest lap of the race on lap 10, 58.8. But that was the only green. Well, if lap 5, we started the race, had a caution, had one green flag lap at lap 5 and one at 10. Everything else has been over a minute. So you're right. We've had a lot of caution laps. Lights are out. Rudy, why don't you get us started here? Single file.
All right. Well, here was, he sent me how they do the points here. They get a point for the pole position. They get a point for the fastest lap in the race. They get a point for leading a lap. They get 1 point for the biggest gainer in the race. You know, the guy that moves up the most positions. And they get 3 points for finishing, if you finish 100% of the race with zero incidents. Okay, you get 3 bonus points. And you get 2 bonus points for leading the most lap.
Wow, that's big if you have 0x. That's awesome.
Well, it's kind of like he told me. He said it's to kind of entice the guys to run a clean race, you know? And you can do it, you know, you just got to make sure that you don't like tap the wall or run off into the grass or have an unsafe pit entry or anything like that, you know, anything that would.
And here, that is tough.
Yep. That is true. Well, here we go, Wayne. Back to green. Pace car heads in. And Christopher on the loud pedal. Good job. Not a big jump like he had the last time, but good enough. Got the field separated a little bit there. Now Nick Mucinek's trying to run him down.
That clean air is big when the car is tight like it is at this track.
Yep.
I'm wanting to push.
Nick closed the gap on him right there going into turn 1. He could drive in a little bit deeper than Christopher could because of them new tires. And yes, folks, they are shifting. And I think we were talking about that beforehand. Every corner they're shifting in. That's pretty amazing. Wesley Johnson in third, Justin Benda fourth. And that Daniel Nanny now rounds out the top 5. He took out Jacob Manning there to get that 5th position. I'm kidding. And boy, Christopher's doing all right up here now. If they stay green, like I said, he'll have to come in about 10 laps. Yeah, about 10 more laps. He'll have to come in. Everybody else will be able to stay out there a little bit longer.
Yeah, Christopher shifted to 4th gear once he got right out on the wall out of turn 1 there.
Yep.
He's going into turn 3. Downshifted into 3rd. Back in the gas. Shifted back to 4th. At the 1 marker to go into turn 3. Gets in turn 3 and then downshifts to 3rd again. So yeah, that's 6 shifts per lap.
Yeah.
Once he gets the car straight, he's back to 4th gear down this long front stretch and drives it in pretty deep before he downshifts.
Well, he's going to have to be extra careful here. He's got to protect that bottom.
He's downshifted just before that big Crown Royal sign in the corner there.
Yep. Oh, man, Wesley Johnson almost sideways coming out of turn 1.
Caution, yellow flag.
And we got another caution.
Yellow.
Brandon Barkuski going around. Let's go see what happened here to Brandon. He's in a pretty big pack of cars here, so I'm going to say there was probably some contact there between him and somebody else. Like I said, everybody has a different braking point and throttle point. All right, he goes into the corner here. Let's see. Okay, he gets into the back of the 75. That's Spencer Dewsbury. And it really unloaded that car. And he gets it slowed, but he spins it out on the track, and that does bring out the caution. Everybody did a great job of missing him.
Oh, I know. If he could have got hit in the passenger side door
Yep.
And another car with that great MaxSpeedTV.
Yep. I don't know. That might be a jinx, Wayne. I don't know. I don't know. That could be a jinx. But that was a little bit of a green flag run there. Not bad. And I have a feeling we're going to see Christopher Heller come in now. It's, you know, the tires and stuff on them cars are going to be pretty important. But that's caution number 4 in 17 laps.
Rudy, I'm glad you said that. I thought it, but I didn't say a word.
Well, pretty obvious. People can figure that out. I'm not saying anything that the numbers aren't there. You know, I'm not saying anything wrong or bad. I'm just saying 4th caution in 17 laps. We've had 10 caution laps.
And 2 of those involve the MaxSpeedTV paint jobs.
Yeah, I think it's a jinx out there. All right, guys are coming in, looks like.
Yep. Watch the 11, see if he takes 2 or 4. I think I'd take 6.
Well, Nick Mucinek stays out. Phil Bedford stays out. We've got a lot of guys that did stay out. So
Wesley's coming in the 59. The 11 overshot his pits and had to back up. Oh, that's a killer.
Let's see if we can get a word in with Phil Bedford here. Phil Bedford, you got a copy? Phil Bedford, you got a copy?
All right, how's it going? Pushing the wrong button.
Good. So you got up there, battled a little bit there with a few drivers, Nick Mucinek there, obviously, but you led a couple laps. You got that bonus point out of the way right away. But what's the track feeling like out there, man? It looks like people are slipping and sliding all over
It actually feels pretty good. So I don't know what their problem is.
Maybe they're just hitting the throttle too hard coming out of the corners or something. Heck, we've seen Wesley was sideways coming out of a couple of corners. How bad's the tunnel? How bad's the tunnel turn?
I don't know. I like the tunnel turn. You can that's the turn where you can decide whether you want to shift down or not.
Yeah.
You don't lose too much time if you don't shift down, but you have to obviously let off a little sooner. So that's what I do during the race. I don't really shift down unless I'm about to pass someone.
So what are you thinking about these guys that are downshifting in every corner?
Well, I noticed when you downshift in every corner, your oil temp gets pretty hot. So
really,
if I save it, I mean, it's not too bad. It gets up to like 200, but I don't know. It's just, it depends. So I'm just trying to conserve my car like always.
Right.
And then use it at the.
All right. Well, Phil, I'll let you go, and good luck the rest of the race.
Thank you.
You were in Renegade Racing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't keep track of these guys. What room I drag them out of? Jeez, oh man. Well, everybody has made their pit stops. It's going to Patrick Hasty. Looks like he was having trouble getting into his pit stall there, but he's Nicholas Wing is away. So it looks like right now everybody is on the lead lap so far that's still on the track. 19 of them.
Yep, that is correct.
The lights are out. Get them going this time, Wayne. It's your turn, buddy.
Yep, single file restart. Let's see if we can't get a fuel run in here. That'd be great. Once again, our pole sitter, Nick Mullinax.
Yeah, it's Mullinax.
Mullinax is on the pole, and he's restarting in first position in that number 96 car. All right, iRacing, if y'all are watching, would you please raise the pace speed at Talladega to 75 or 80 not 55.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a killer there.
You can go have a snack on a base lap at Talladega. Pace car's in.
Green, green, green.
Green is out, and Nick's on the loud pedal, and he is away.
How about William Barbagelata now was caught up in that one wreck there earlier, and he's got himself in a pretty good position right now. 4th place. Right there behind Jake Miller.
Oh, they're 3 wide. Back. Oh, don't do that, boys.
Oh, my gosh. And again, Wesley Johnson, man, that car's sideways coming out of the corner.
Wesley, this is not a dirt track.
Wow, he needs to find a different throttle point or something there. Man, he is sideways out of all the corners. Almost. Oh, man, he held on to it that time, though. Ooh. Jake Miller, 3rd place. Field spread out now a little bit.
There's only one thing worse than hot, worn-out tires, and that's cold, new tires. Because they have very little grip till you get a little heat in them.
Yep. Brandon Dennis. He said he didn't think he was going to run too good here tonight, but he said that. He always says that. We talked about that before the race. He always says, I probably ain't going to run too good today. And here he is, top 5. It's funny. You hear these guys talk like that. Kyle Gray. I don't know what happened there. He got into the wall, lost a couple positions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3
Mark
cars
Benda.
went by him. Yeah,
Mark
3
Benda.
cars
Sorry.
went by
Yep.
him.
I apologize for that. It was Mark Benda. I said Kyle Hall, I meant. But
Here
Kyle,
comes Wesley Johnson in the 59, and the Fanta grape car right behind him. They're making some ground up.
yes, they are. And right now, Nick Mucinex and Phil Bedford have pulled away from 3rd place William Barbagelata. William got around Jake Miller for that 3rd place. Wow, he drove it in there a little too deep. Can't leave that bottom open, William. Man.
'59 drove right by the cat car, and here comes the Fanta grape car up on his bumper. I just see that cat car, and I think of old Ward Button.
Yeah, Ward Button. Yep, he used to always say, that cat Pontiac went pretty good today.
Oh, Wesley Johnson was sideways again coming off turn 3.
Oh, man. He's just loving this dirt track and stuff going on out here right now.
He had 2 lanes taken up on the outside. He was really loose.
Jake Miller took a look to the inside of Barbagelata, but couldn't make it happen. He's not giving up, though. He is just staying right there.
Yeah.
He may have got him here. Yep, he got him. Nice pass.
He looked up in the mirror and saw Wesley coming. He said, I better do something.
Yeah, I better get moving here. Wesley coming up on Barbagelata now. I don't know what happened to Williams' car, but man, it just does not have the speed in it. I don't know. Maybe he's one of them drivers that's not downshifting. Sometimes the guys don't. Oh my God, Wesley again! He gets bumped. Oh! No caution.
Turned on to pit road. No, he crashed right on the pit road.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be a speeding penalty too. Looks like Barbagelata got into the back of him. He was trying to get it saved, and man, that was bad right there.
Yeah, he got loose, and Barbagelata tapped him and
Yep.
spun him right on the pit road. Oh, that's
Well,
gonna hurt.
Yeah, he's gonna stop. Probably gonna use a reset there. I would imagine. I don't know that for a fact, but he needs to use a reset and get the heck back out there. He's not
He's
moving.
backing up down pit road.
Uh-oh, what?
No, I'm sorry.
Just sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's probably gonna have to serve that penalty. Under green, if you
Well,
get
that's-
speeding on pit road or illegal entry, it'll hold you 45 seconds to a minute
Really?
on pit road. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Well, he's going to have to pray for a caution now to get back out there.
Because he's going to at least lose one lap.
Wow. Well, it doesn't appear like Nick's able to get rid of Phil Bedford right now. Phil is just staying right with every move that Nick's making. But Nick's trying to, looks like he might be trying to save a little tire on that because he's not driving into the corners like he was at the beginning. And it almost looks like Phil Bedford is driving it in hard, you know?
I love what Wesley typed in text.
What?
Middle
Can't say it.
finger out the window.
Oh. I think there's a few of them that got that. They got it bound to a key, you know? Instead of saying exiting pit road, it's... Oh, man. Well, he's back out on the track, and I can't tell. It doesn't look like he used a reset.
He's down one lap, and the pack's coming behind him.
Yeah, he did not use a reset. Wow, is he ever loose? He has got to change his style of racing there or something. He is getting back in that gas a little too quick.
Oh, yeah. When he hit the pit wall, the front end's all crumpled up. Oh, and the back. Rudy, you got bent again.
Christopher McFarland out of the race. What happened to him? He took it behind the wall. Well, heck.
Go back and see if I can see anything.
Bill Bedford, man, he is putting the pressure on Nick Mullinex right now. Trying to see if he can maybe force the hand here to make Nick make a mistake. And so far, he's not. Nick's been pretty steady. He might have just got a run on him here, but whether he can beat him into turn one, he does pull into the inside of Nick Mullinex. So Phil Bedford going for the lead. Oh, contact. Wow, just a little love tap there saying, I'm here, buddy. Coming through. Daniel Nanny now into third, and he is closing the gap on those two up in the front.
McFarland's connection dropped out. He disappeared right in the
Oh.
middle of the race. Just
Yeah.
vanished.
Well, we're going to come to 20 to go here in a couple laps. So, man, this race is, even though we had 4 cautions at the beginning of it, now they're set, looks like they're set into a green flag run and looking pretty good right now. Nicholas Wing in the Tide Ride. Gosh, he's back quite a ways from these guys. 15 and a half seconds off the pace. Patrick Hasty, another one that's back a ways. And, of course, Nicholas Martin, he is even further back. He's like a half a lap behind.
We got 17 cars on the lead lap. Wesley Johnson's the only car 1 lap down. So there's 18 cars still in the race.
And if this thing stays green the rest of the way, Wesley's not going to have a good finish today. And that's going to hurt him big time in the points. As a matter of fact, he might even lose second place out of that because Christopher Heller is only 3 points behind him in the points, and he would probably pass Wesley.
Yeah, if he doesn't make some progress. He's
Right.
got to get that lap back. That's the big thing.
Yep. And even Daniel Nanny would pass him probably as well, because Daniel right now is in third. Well, Bedford's stretching that lead out. Mullinex must have burned up his tires there, trying to stay ahead of Bedford. 20 laps to go, Wayne. Bedford looking pretty strong. Mullinex has led 15 laps today. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the most of anybody because he's been out front more than anybody else. And I think he finally beat the laps that the pace cars run. Pace cars had the most laps led. Oh, Mullinex coming in.
Phil Bedford is one that's shifting too. He's downshifting in the corners and getting back and forth after he gets on the straightaway.
Well, that might be Mullinex's final pit stop right there, because he can make it the rest of the way on fuel. So that would be his final pit stop. Now, these guys here, a lot of these guys are, well, Phil Bedford probably right on the edge of, he's going to have to come in here soon too. He might come in on this lap. I don't know. He's got a 2.1 second lead over Daniel Nanny right now. Nanany. Let's see if he comes in. Looks like nope, gonna stay out a little bit longer. Well, you got to think about caution laps in there too. So yeah, he could probably go another couple laps. But we do have another taker down pit road there. Brandon Dennis coming in.
Yep. Right now, Phil's got 2 seconds on Daniel, 3 seconds on Christopher Heller, and 3 on Jake Miller, 3 on Justin Benda. So, and Barbara Giletta's 7 seconds back from the leader.
Yeah, they're really spread out right now. Well, that's good. They're not getting into each other and causing a caution or causing damage. Lost 3 drivers so far in the race. Christopher McFarland, Jacob Manning, and Michael Masamba. Ross Chastain.
Leader is pitting. Phil Bedford's on pit road.
Ross Chastain won the first stage, and Kyle Busch won the second stage. Excuse me. All right, well, that put Daniel Nanany out front.
Oh, Phil overshot his pits and had to back up.
Ooh.
He took right sides and left side, so he's taking 4 tires and fuel. Spinning those tires coming off pit road.
Now the front 7 here all need to come in. They all need to come in for their final pit stop here. Oh, we got one heading in there. Who the heck was that? Oh, Matt Daniels. Heads down pit road. Brandon Dennis lengthily stay on pit road.
He's got big time rear damage. That Caterpillar car, left rear fenders all crumpled up.
Here goes a pass for the lead. Christopher Heller back to the lead. Nanany doesn't want him to get it. Good battle between them two, and he's going to get it. Nanany's going to have to let him go.
All right, Brandon Dennis just used his fast repair, and he manually disconnected. He just left the race.
Wow.
He was on pit road, repaired his car, and then left.
Spencer Dewsbury coming in for his final pit stop. Justin Benda coming in.
He's on
Yep.
pit road, yeah.
I said there's a lot of these guys have to make one more pit stop. Samuel Hoff is in.
Yeah, the Justin Benda's another Rudy car with a MaxSpeedTV paint scheme. Pretty paint scheme.
I like him colors. I don't know, maybe some people don't like the colors that we chose a long time ago. Actually, Ed's the one that chose those colors, that teal blue or whatever you call it, teal color. And I've just never changed it. It just stays with it, you know, the black and the silver and the teal, a little bit of red in there. I mean, I've just never changed it. Been that way since day one. Christopher Heller and Daniel Nanany coming in pit road.
Yep, leaders pitting.
So that just leaves two cars here that need to pit, Nicholas Wing and Patrick Hasty. It looks like Nicholas Wing is going to stay out here to lead a lap.
45 overshot his pit and had to back up.
All right,
And
Nicholas
Christopher Heller stopped right on the button.
Nicholas will have to go around one more time in order to actually get credit for leading a lap. But him and Patrick Hasty will have to stop here in the next, probably 3 or 4 laps, somewhere along in there. They will have to stop. And that's going to put Phil Bedford back in the lead after they stop. And with Nick Mucinex right on his tail now. Mucinex pitted before Bedford did and was ahead of Bedford, but Bedford got by him. I think Phil's going to be, Wesley told me before the race tonight, he said Phil's going to be a tough one to beat. He said he runs really well here at Poconos, though. He's showing it. I haven't seen him do any of that slipping and sliding, have you?
No, his car's been hooked up. Seems to be. It's driving style, steering ratio's got a lot to do with it.
Yep.
You know, you have a lower steering ratio, a little more input is too much. So it's there's a couple of adjustments you can make on the steering. That biggest one's the ratio, and that has a lot to do with how smooth it goes in and gets off the corner. Christopher pitted from the lead, and he's cycled through to running in 6th place right now.
And now see, he's led 13 laps. Phil Bedford has led 6. Nick Mucinex has led 15.
All right, Nicholas Wing is now pitting.
Yep.
It's going to cycle Patrick Hasty. He must be pitting because he just dropped down.
Yep. That put Phil Bedford back in the lead. Mucinex second, Jake Miller third, and Christopher Heller now up to 4th as they cycle around. Nanany kind of fell back a little ways, but Christopher Heller's got a lap car right on his tail. I think that is... Who is that? Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's on the tail of Jake Miller. Wow, man, I'm really out of it. Yeah, I'm going to fire this camera, man.
Well, the 99 is still leading.
No, Phil Bedford is. Phil Bedford's leading. Number 20.
Okay, yeah, just cycle through. Okay.
Yeah, you got to wait till they cross the line. You're not using that program I gave you. Race Tracker, you're not using that? Wayne.
My one screen is with my one screen. It's all I can do to have Discord and the race going.
Oh, okay. One screen. I forgot. You need to stop by a pawn shop somewhere and pick you up a second screen. I'm serious. $50
Got
or
nowhere
something.
to put it. My computer's in the corner with a big entertainment center on the right and bookshelves.
Well, you can turn it sideways or something, you know. I mean, well, whatever. Christopher Heller, Jake Miller. Christopher did get around Jake Miller, so he's back into third. Daniel Nannany in fifth. Justin Benda picking up a couple positions, and Barbara Gelada coming from 18th to 7th. Good run. Oh, man, they're getting racy here. Wesley Johnson's ahead of Barbara Gelada, and it looks like he doesn't want to let William by. There looks like they're having a little fun out there, I think, right now. Oh, look at Wesley. Man, he's doing everything he can to keep Barbara Gelada back there. I'm not sure why, but
Get thee behind me.
Wesley's a lap down. I noticed William Barbara Gelada's not downshifting in the tunnel turn as well. Oh, whoa, Wesley right in front of William. He still has not saved it. Holy smokes, was he out of shape there or what? Wow, that
Like
was
a touch and go landing I had one time. I think I had 5 touch and goes on one runway.
wow. What, were you a pilot or were you flying?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. I didn't know that. Oh gosh, I thought I knew a lot about you. I guess I'm learning something new about you every day.
Poor Barbara Gelada dove down on the inside of Wesley and went back around him.
Good. He finally got it. Looks like Wesley's having a
you're
little
not
fun with
done
him.
yet.
Oh man. That
I
looks
got
like,
my pilot's license when I was 16, Rudy.
oh my gosh. Well, that's cool. What was that, your first landing when you were bouncing down the runway or what?
Nah, it was a hot day, and we was in a Cessna 172. We were seeing how many touch and goes we could do on the runway.
And you did 5 in one pass, huh?
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Got 5 touch and goes. Well, you know, I'm telling you, it looks like Christopher Heller's closing that gap up on Phil Bedford. Now, he hasn't caught up to him enough. Well, maybe just barely. He's probably just barely sniffing the draft a little bit off of the back of him right now. Boy, that would be something to see Christopher get up there and battle here with Phil Bedford for the win.
Wesley Johnson coming to pit road. He can't take those slippery tires anymore.
He's going to have to use his reset. He ought to by now, you know, only 7 laps to go. I'd use that reset, get the heck off of pit road quick, and there.
Yep,
Finally.
he used it.
Yep.
Rudy, your name is now in full view again.
Okay, good. All right, coming to
So
6.
neat to see the flames coming out of the exhaust when they're on pit road. It's just awesome.
6 to go. Phil Bedford. And if he can win this, Wayne, he will lead the most laps. If Phil Bedford wins this, he will lead the most laps and get the win, but he did not get the pole. So, and I would have to say he probably will come out of here with 0 incidences. I don't know that for a fact, but I haven't seen him getting into anything. He hasn't tapped the wall or nobody's made any contact with him or anything.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
He may come out of here with a lot of points. Heller now almost a half a second behind him. He's closing. And Phil might have been saving a little bit too, just for that purpose.
Well, it wasn't the bent sheet metal that was making Wesley lose. He almost wrecked coming off turn 3 again.
Oh, jeez, oh man.
As DW would say, he was slideways.
Yeah, slideways. I think what he's doing, he's just trying to keep from going 2 laps down. You know, he did lose another position there to Spencer Dewsbury. Spencer's a lap down as well, but he is well ahead of Wesley now. But yeah, here comes the leaders up behind him. The only good thing he's got going for him is he's got much fresher tires than these guys do, you know? Now, Christopher Heller's got 3 lap newer tires than Phil Bedford. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but you know how tires are. 3 laps could make a big difference.
Yes, it could.
On them tires. And look at this. He's closed down to 2/10. Wow. Christopher Heller, man, he's got a car today. Tell you what, those guys are about dead even coming out of turn 1. But here he goes, taking a look. Not able to do it, though. Coming to 3 to go this time by.
Well, it sounded like they both downshifted exactly the same place.
Yeah. All right, as that battle goes on, Daniel Nannany is back about 2.3 seconds from Christopher Heller, so not a big danger there as they go 3 to go. Jake Miller, Nick Mucinex has fallen all the way to 5th after leading 15 laps. And I thought he was going to be a factor here today, but boy, he sure has fallen short here in the closing laps, Wayne. That's
Boy, the 11 drove into turn 1 and is on the inside going down.
There he goes. Yep. Yeah.
Whoa, look coming out on the outside, though, right over the tunnel.
Phil's fighting back. I just hope they don't get into one another. Be careful there, guys. Be careful. Oh,
that feather
man.
and that throttle, man.
Yep.
Taking it easy.
Bedford gets that run off of the turn 3, though. I'll tell you what, though, even for Heller having the inside like that, he's still got a pretty good run off of turn 3. Look at him going into turn 1 here. They're still side by side. Man, and Bedford keeping him pinned right to the bottom. He made Heller have to lift a little there. I'm sure it's not Phil's first rodeo. Coming to get the white flag this time by Wayne. I don't know. You think he can do it? 1 to go?
Well, I think he's either going to make the pass or they're going to wreck.
It's something. Yeah, I don't know. Heller's going to have to really drive it in deep in turn 1 here if he's going to do it. This is going to have to be the place to do it right here. I don't know. Well, he's going to the outside. He's trying to trick Phil Bedford. A little mind game going on there between them two. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no mind games in iRacing.
Tried to get to his bumper and give him a little tap, but he pulled away.
We talked about that last night, how these guys, they love to play mind games with each other, you know? It doesn't look like Heller's going to be able to do anything with Bedford. The only way he could get to him would be to have to maybe give him a little bump and run. I don't know. I don't think he's going to resort to that, but he does look to the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the line, I can tell you that. Heller gets tight coming out of the corner. Not enough to be there. Phil Bedford going to come home with the win here tonight at Pocono and leading the most laps, winning the race. He cleaned up on points tonight. Congratulations to Phil Bedford. All right, we'll get these guys down here just a minute, folks, so stay with us. Don't go anywhere, and we'll get these guys down here and talk to them. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Phil Bedford. Well, you know, Phil, you were the favored to win here tonight. Everybody was saying how good you run here at Pocono, but knowing how much, that it took the tires away, you had 3-lap older tires than Christopher Heller did. He was putting the pressure on you. Looked like he might have had you there, but you came back. You kept him pinned to the bottom. You did everything perfect, just exactly what you needed to do. You guys didn't even make any contact. Tell me about them final 2 or 3 laps.
Well, I was conserving a little bit because I knew that he was on fresher tires, but I felt like with 5 to go, I was like, crap, I conserved a little too much because he got right up on me. Then I started racing a little harder, and yeah, I thought he had me a couple times, but I just kept.
Yeah, he was looking really strong there. I thought maybe there was a chance, but you did just what you needed to do to keep him pinned down there, so he had to lift a little bit. And that, I think it was, what was that, coming out of turn 1 or something? He got a little squirrely and lost that little bit to you. So, and you pulled away, or maybe it was out of turn 4, but he got or 3. They got a little bit loose, and that's all you needed to bring home the win here tonight. So, man, great job out there. This should keep you at the top of the leaderboard in points. Wesley did not have a good night, so he's going to finish way back in 17th. So that gives you a little bit of a spread on him. But I'm telling you what, Christopher Heller finished right behind you. That's pretty awesome.
He's fun to race with. Right when I was crossing the finish, I was like, dude, that was fun. I love you, man. That was because I know he'll keep it clean, and so him and I drive very similarly. So it was cool.
That's very cool. Very cool, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it was a great race out there, 50 laps. And I know it started out with quite a few cautions at the beginning of the race, but it wound up a really good green flag run there. I think the single file restarts might have been the ticket there. It kind of give everybody a chance to get spread out around the track, but we still did see some passing, some racing. So very good race. Congratulations to you, Phil, and who you got to thank for that win.
Thank you guys again, and thank you to my wife for taking care of the kids as I race. And I have to do a shout out to the Gutmans. I didn't do it last time, and Melissa was a little pissed off. So there's a shout out, Melissa, and then obviously my brother Mark and my mom and dad, they watch too. So I'm glad you guys put on this.
Well, very good, man. They can, I'm sure they can hear me. We'll say hello to them as well. So glad you enjoyed yourself watching the race out here tonight, watching Phil bring it home to victory lane here. So favored to win tonight, Phil. I heard a couple of guys saying that, man, that you were going to be tough to beat. I didn't hear it out of Christopher's mouth, though, but I heard it out of a couple other drivers' mouth. So congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you guys later.
All right. Wayne, you got second.
Christopher, what a run, man. You were out there on those old tires and held them off. That was a big move in the race.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have that many laps. We were talking about like early on when I didn't.
Yeah,
when I
you
stayed out.
may have had 5 laps on the tires out of 20 of them.
Yeah, I think it was like maybe like 2 hard laps, and I was like, I'm gonna have to stay out here. This is my only shot to control the race because I knew Phil was gonna be fast.
I think it was about 2 to go. You almost got to his bumper. I thought you might go up and give him a little tap and get him loose.
Man, I was definitely that crossed my mind, but I know how much he's helped me, like kind of like in practice sessions. So I was like, man, I can't do that to him. So, man, oh man, I gave it hell, man. I gave it hell.
You did. You drove a great race, and those last several laps when y'all were bumper to bumper, it was exciting to watch. And you know, 4 tenths. But I think you got a little loose coming out of 4 on that last lap, and
Yeah,
he nailed the corner pretty good. But it was a great race.
yeah. Well, when I went to downshift to third, it didn't go in right, and I messed it up, and it slid right up the track as soon as I did, and I knew it was game over at that point. So I tried everything I could.
Well, great job. Good second place finish. Who you want to thank for your race tonight?
I would like to thank my team, Devil Dog Racing. Nick Nick Mucinex actually joined our team, so I'd like to welcome him aboard, as well as Nicholas Martin as well. They've definitely been fun teammates to me and fun to race with and fun to work with.
That pole lap that Nick put down a 51, 57, 190, that was smoking.
Yeah, it was. He told me that he can run a fast lap, but it's about being consistent. He said that's the thing that he struggled with a little bit. So I tried helping him out a little bit, and I think I helped him out a little too much.
It was interesting. I was doing in car on Phil and your car the last few laps there. Y'all were shifting at the exact same spot lap after lap. It was synchronized. It was really good.
Yeah, and he probably did a lot better than I did at the last turn, on the last corner. So, but congrats to Phil, and we'll try to get him at Chicagoland next week.
Well done. Good second place finish, and look forward to next Saturday night.
Yep, thank you. Have a good weekend, and see you later.
All right. All right, caught up with third place, Daniel Nanany. Nanany, tell me about the race out there, that contact that you had early in the race, or I believe it was with Jacob Manning or something. What happened there?
I got a bit of a run. I know it's on the first lap, but I tried to give him a bit of a push, but unfortunately he just turned right into the wall. And yeah, I guess we learn from racing.
Yeah. Well, that's a thing about these cars. We know that, well, you can't hardly touch the back of somebody with that big scoop nose sticking down there. And and you guys, different throttle points, different braking points, going into the corners like that, different shifting points. That all comes into a factor right there. And, I mean, it was obviously, you could tell that, what you didn't just do it on purpose. It was just, I don't know if he downshifted before you, slowed down a little bit too much, and you got into him. But yeah, well, after that, man, you set sail there and bringing home third tonight. How good's that feel?
Even though with the earlier incident that I feel bad about, it felt good coming home in third in a track that I didn't feel very confident coming into. I was practicing a lot to get good at it, and well, I feel happy that I came home in third.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Well, you did a good job out there today. I mean, considering everything that everybody was doing, Jake Miller, Nick Mucinex, all these guys, they ran so good here today. And for you to come up through the field, because you were back a ways there for a while, just barely inside the top 10, and then you started slowly inching your way up to the front and making passes and everything. So you did an excellent job with it, Daniel. So,
Thank you.
yeah, congratulations. Now you guys go to Chicagoland next week. What's your thoughts on that?
Chicagoland is probably my favorite track ever. Like,
Ooh.
we ran a practice race earlier in the season, and I ran a lot over 100 laps, so I feel very confident going into this race. Hopefully, I can pick up my second win of the season now.
Well, it'd be pretty good. You are pretty close there to the top, in points, fourth place in the points today. or before today, and with Wesley Johnson did not have a good finisher tonight. You may pick up a one position in the points. I don't know. I think Christopher is going to move up to second, but I think it's going to be pretty close between you and Wesley there for third. So a great job, man. Keep digging. Keep digging. You're putting the pressure on Phil Bedford right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, all right. Well, anybody you want to give a thank you out to before you get out of here and go celebrate this third place?
I want to say thank you to you guys for broadcasting this on MaxSpeedTV. It's been a very big honor being able to race on this YouTube channel. And I would like to
thank you.
Thank my teammates. You're welcome, man. I'd like to thank my teammates, Drake Miller and Brandon Bacassi, for putting strategy-wise with us together, communicating.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to thank my parents for watching this. It's kind of awkward knowing that they're listening to me right now, but
yeah, well, that's awesome though. That's what it's all about, You gotta have fans out there, Daniel. Whether it's family or friends or neighbors, you gotta have fans, man.
Yeah, it feels good having fans.
Yep. All right, Daniel. Well, we'll see you next week at Chicagoland. Go celebrate that third place. And I'm thinking you might be pretty close to knocking out the third place in the points. So keep digging, man. And good luck next week at Chicagoland.
Thank you. And thank you once again for broadcasting this.
Yes, sir. Not a problem. All right, Wayne, let's get up here, run down through the final results.
By the way, you were correct. Phil Bedford had 0 incident points.
Is that right?
Yeah, and so Christopher Heller also had 0.
Well, they get 3 bonus points for that.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, 3 bonus points for finishing 100% of the race. They gotta finish 100% of the race, and with no incidents, they get 3 bonus points. That's amazing, man. I kind of like that. It kind of entices the guys to have a clean race, and knowing that if they have a clean race, they're getting 3 extra bonus points. So, all right, Bedford comes home with the win. Christopher Heller in second. Daniel Nanany will finish in third. Jake Miller fourth. Nick Mucinex will finish fifth. Justin Benda 6th place. William Barbagelata 7th. Brandon Barkowski in 8th. Samuel Hoff 9th, and Mark Benda rounds out the top 10. Wayne?
And in 11th place, the Tide Ride, Nicholas Wing finished 11th. Patrick Hasty was 12th. Matt Daniels 13th. Nicholas Martin 14th. Kyle Hall 15th. Spencer Doonesbury was in 16th. 17th, Wesley Johnson. 18th, Brandon Dennis. 19th, Christopher McFarland. Jacob Manning in 20th. And Michael Masamba finished 21st.
Very good. All right, well, congratulations again to Phil Bedford, holding on to the points lead going into Chicagoland next week, Wayne. So, but thank you, Wayne. I appreciate you helping out tonight so much. I'm glad we got this Discord figured out. Hopefully that stays there for you. But folks, we'll catch you next time here on MaxSpeedTV. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.
And don't forget to buckle up. Good night.